The top root here is actually very interesting, so you gotta be careful and don't damage it, don't scratch it or anything. So because I want to show that. So just pulling the root out so it doesn't tangle all in the middle. Loosen it. Remove the soil. I see some bigger roots here, which we will have to cut off. Yeah, all the soil's coming up pretty nicely. Shake a bit, you know, those big roots gone. I'm gonna rinse it out with water, and then that should be ready to maybe shorten it a bit, and then be ready to put in the pot. Okay, after rinsing, you know, cut off the roots that are kind of long. This one kind of big here. I'm just gonna cut it off. Always make sure your scissors are sharp. I mean, this one is, I use it so much I feel it's not getting as sharp. It's not making very clean cut, so that's not good. This one. I'm gonna clean the top a little further just to show all these top roots. Again, do it very gentle. The bark scrape easily, so you can leave an ugly scar right at the base of the trunk. That would be very, very bad. Pretty interesting root. I'm trying to show that, so I'm going to plant it a little bit higher above the soil level so we can see the roots. Okay, ready? Okay, here's the plant, and I have already decided to use this unconventional looking deep pot for this plant, so it can have more soil to grow, because it was a heavy pruning. The soil I'm going to use, I'm going to put some soil first. The soil I'm going to use is the composition. It's 50% regular garden soil, 20% sand, and 30% vermiculite. Pretty common mix that I use. Try to spread the roots, and I already had the wires pre-tied to the pot, so I just had to tie the plant down, and I do this in the back so we won't see these ugly branches, ugly wires that I'm doing. Okay, now just fill the pot with more soil. I have mentioned in my other video about Sweet Broom that this plant is actually, I would consider this plant to be fairly high maintenance, because it would require a lot of pruning, to keep it in shape. You actually had to spend quite a lot of time shaping it throughout its life. And it will flower about 2 to even 3 times a year. That's what I'm looking forward to, and I can't wait to see once all the new shoots start, all the new flowers come out. I wonder how that is going to look like. It's going to change the look of the bonsai a little bit when it flowers, because the flowers are kind of big and long. So to keep the same look, same size, I probably would need to. We have to trim the flowers also when they come out, just to keep in proportion. Use some smaller stick, chopstick, or anything you like. Try to squeeze, push the soil in between the roots. It's pretty tight now. Okay, now the water with the fine spray. And the water soaking. You can see the soil is very well drained, and water just drains easily. It gets absorbed fairly fast. This tells me this is a good soil mix. I'm gonna turn it. I'm trying to wash the soil a little bit. Try to see the top portion of the roots, Just give it a more natural look. Okay, here it is, ladies and gentlemen. My new Sweet Broom bonsai in kind of a semi-informal upright style. Right now it looks pretty decent, looks bonsai-like. But now I have to think about when all the new branches start to grow, it's going to go out of shape pretty soon. So it probably won't look as good. And I had to take that into consideration, especially when it flowers. This long shoot of flowers. I might have to trim them. So now the hope is that nearly every cut, around every place where I cut, a new bud should come out. And should fill up all these empty spaces. And it's going to look much more plush and green. I will wait until then and update with a video. Thank you.